going on, everyone? This is Mr. Insidious, and welcome back to a new video. I noticed I haven't done a story time in a while, and there was one I've been wanting to make for a while, and it's the most awkward moment in my life. And I mean, without a doubt, I've done a lot of awkward shit. I've been through a lot of awkward shit, and I've seen a lot of weird shit. But this takes the cake. it's to be honest, it's not really a laughing matter, but to me, when I think back about it now, it's kind of funny, just because of the whole situation. Back then, it wasn't funny at all. It was hell. It was miserable. It sucked. But now that I think about it, it's pretty funny. So everyone has that one moment in life where it's the most awkward shit you've ever experienced. Everyone has a story. It could be either you shit yourself in class. That's happened to people. No judgment to them. You farted beside your crush and they smelled it and they said that it smelled like someone just went to Taco Bell, ate 50 chimichangas, and then they poured Chipotle sauce down their throat with some like ghost pepper shit, and it just felt bad. It was terrible. It was awful, and you wanted to die. Or it could be a time where you knocked into someone, your ice cream fell, and it landed on their shoe, and they gave you a really stern, mean look, and hey, you may be tenderhearted, and that may be your thing. I don't know. But yeah, so everyone has a story, and mine, I don't really know if I'm allowed to say it on YouTube or not. It was about the time where I almost got like assaulted. It was with a female. I mean, it's not really assault, but at the same time, it was damn near close. If anything, it was the most awkward shit I've ever been through in my life. So, a little bit of backstory. Also to anyone who has been through this shit, just stay strong. Yeah, I mean, life sucks and shit happens, but that doesn't define who you are. That just means that person, whomever, is scum and they suck and they need to be castrated. Anyways, how this all started was I started texting this one girl who call her Sarah. Nah, I don't like Sarah. Sarah sounds like a bitch. We'll call her Samantha. Yeah, Samantha. They could be nice, but they're truly evil on the inside. I don't know. But yeah, so I was texting this one girl named Samantha, and we were kind of talking, and I was single at the time, and she was kind of cool, funny, whatever. But then I was like, I don't know. So me personally, I guess I kind of led her on a little bit, which shame on me, but it wasn't like I was like, oh, we're gonna date and all this other stuff. I was kind of like testing the water, if that makes sense. And she was mutual friends with my friend, who we'll call Jim. And Jim had a little sister that was my age, and we'll call her Abby. Yeah, Abby. So we have Samantha, Abby. I'm gonna get these names mixed up because I suck at that shit, so bear with me. So Abby was having a party, and I was invited to it, mostly because my friend Jim, he was there, and me and him been good buddies for a while. And Jim, if you're watching this video, you already know what I'm talking about, and I'm gonna go ahead and say fuck you in advance because we'll get to why I say that. um, we all kind of decided to go to a party. It was kind of a big party, not like too big, but I kind of knew their family well because me and Jim have been good friends, and I've came over to his house and stuff like that. We're all. This is when I finally get to meet Samantha in person. And there was nothing really wrong with her per se. It was just, I mean, it just didn't click. It just didn't click. Shit happens. I mean, she just kind of really wasn't my type. She wasn't really like kind of just I don't know. She just it just didn't click. And I mean, I'm gonna be honest. If you are, I am not a judgeable person. I don't care if you're super skinny. I don't care if you're super fat. I don't care. You look attracted to me. You just look attracted to me. That's just it. But I prefer, me personally. This is just a personal thing. I'm not saying fat girls are stupid and stinky. No, I'm just saying that this is me. I'm a human. I'm allowed to have an opinion. I don't want to get canceled, even though probably half the people watching this don't even care. But I'm gonna say it anyways. So yeah, she was kind of like on the bigger side. It wasn't a bad thing by any means. It was just not something I really like. And she like and it wasn't really just that. Like it was mostly the way she would kind of like act, and it just didn't fit me, I just didn't like it. Anyways, she would kind of like talk to me, and she would kind of flirt with me. I kind of flirted a little bit back because I wasn't really sure if I was going to like, but she wasn't like we were like straight up dating. Like it was weird, and she wanted me to like touch her and hold her, and I'm just kind of like, okay, sure. And I went to my buddy Jim about it, and I was like, yo, I don't think I like her. And she keeps telling me to like hold her and do this, and it's but mind you, she's about as tall as me. That time I was like 5'9", because this was like I want to say like maybe 5'7". I think I was actually about 5'7", 5'7", 5'9". This is about like sophomore year, so I want to say about 5'7", 5'9". I'm 5'11" now. Just want to say I'm not short. I'm average. um, so she was about my height, bigger than me. So I mean, like, I don't know if it's just me or not. If there's like, I don't know why, but if there's a girl that's either the same height as me or taller, especially, and they're bigger than me, they scare the shit out of me. I feel like they could beat my ass because I've seen them fighting videos where the big girl, they'd be like, "Bah," and they knock them hoes out. So like, yeah, like I get genuinely terrified, and I think most of it stems from this incident. So. So I went to my so like I was saying earlier, I went to my buddy Jim and was like, "Hey, yo, this ain't cutting." And he was like, "Okay, okay." And he went and told her and basically lied to her and encouraged, saying like, "Oh, Ethan's this and that. He likes you." And it just added fuel to the flame. While this is all going on, I'm actually talking to Jim's little sister, who's my age. She just turned 16, and I think I was 16 too at the time. I can't remember. Maybe I was 15. She had just recently she broke up with her boyfriend like that day, but he was kind of an ass. So because he was there, and he was kind of being a dick. And he was kind of weird, to be honest. I don't know why they were even dating, anyways. You know, I'm a very like helpful person. Like I like to help people. Like if you're going through some shit, I mean, most of the time I've been there too. If I haven't, I've seen people that went through that stuff, and I just don't. I just want to make sure no one's alone because I've felt alone many times. But anyways, I was kind of like helping her out, talking to her like, hey, you know, fuck that guy, you know, you're a queen, you got this, you're a bad bitch, I guess, I don't know, and I can't remember exactly what I said, but she kind of emphasized that she actually kind of liked me, and I was just kind of like, well, that's cool. I was the kind of person that was like, I don't ever like jump in straight into relationships. Like I like to, you know, I'm like, yeah, that's cool. I mean, I kind of like you too. Or I wouldn't really say I like you. I'm interested in you. I don't really like you until I make it official. Like I'm just interested in you. So we were kind of like talking, and it was kind of like a little bit of flirting, I guess. And then, but also Jim told her about my situation. And she also decided to, since she knew how uncomfortable it made me, they decided to add more fire to the flame. And I remember, like, and I don't know why, like, it's so stupid because, like, I don't understand, like, how you can not tell I'm visibly uncomfortable and you're still like, come here, hug me, touch me. And it, okay. And it was just annoying. Like, I mean, I felt super uncomfortable. And I mean, I'm also like already an anxious person. I'm not really necessarily awkward, but sometimes I can be. I don't know. I'm just me. I decided to spend the night there because Jim wanted me to. He wanted me to stay the night so I can hang out with him in the morning. Shouldn't have done it because, especially when I learned that she was also spending the night to hang out with, uh, what was her name? Abby. I was gonna be like, I'm asleep on the recliner. I was fixing to fall asleep on the recliner, and apparently, I kind of did fall asleep a little bit for like for 30 minutes. What my buddy Jim told me was that the Samantha girl was literally standing over me and was watching me while I was sleeping, and I didn't know that until like a year or two ago when we were talking about the whole thing again. But she was literally just standing there over me watching me, and that freaked me the fuck out. I remember she kind of like woke me up and she wanted to like lay beside me. Keep in mind, the biggest reason why I brought up the, you know, she was kind of like not really obese, but a little bit, you know, on the chubbier side, was because we're on a recliner and she was laying like right beside me. So I barely had any move. So I'm like, all of this is like touching her, and just sorry about the little mini earthquake. I'm like just super uncomfortable, and especially since I've gave many signs, and I'm not a mean person. I don't want to be like, no, fuck off, you're fucking disgusting. I probably would now after that incident, but at the same time, like I don't know, I'm just a genuinely nice person. At least I try to be. And I was just kind of like, yeah, I'm trying to go to sleep. And I remember the TV was on, and she would like try to talk to me. And I'm just like, yeah, yeah. And I remember she would like want me to stare. She wanted me to kiss her. That wasn't gonna happen. No. No, no. I'm pretty sure if things would have went differently, another thing could have happened. And that was a gun. That was 100% not finna happen. She would like she would want me to stare into her eyes. And now I'm gonna go ahead and say this. This went on for hours, like 2 or 3 hours. And I understand when you're in those situations, it feels like minutes, feel like hours. I'm being super dead ass. It lasted this long. Of her just like she even like held my face like this and was like, look into my eyes, look into my eyes. And I'm like, yeah. And then I would, I kind of stare at her for a little bit, and then I would like look away. It was like she was trying to catch me in some kind of like love trance or some shit. And it was super, super awkward. It was not fun. Like, I wanted to die. Like, now I think about it, I think it's funny as hell. Because it's just like, wow, I went through that. That was something, huh? And then it was the fact that it just went on for hours, and then she kept trying to get me to do something I really didn't want to do. The fact that she was literally like holding my face like that, like I'm being dead ass, it was like this, and was like, look into my eyes. And I'm like, I feel like she was like the Ghost Rider and fixing to make me do some kind of like penance stare, and I was gonna see all the past sins I've had in my mind or some shit. I don't know, it was terrifying. The next day, I was just kind of like, I went up to, actually, no, I didn't tell him about that until like way later on. And what made it even kind of funnier was that she was like dead set on like trying to like kiss me and do all this and that, while me and Abby were kind of like low key, kind of like just trying to get to know each other and kind of talking. So I thought that was kind of funny. But I didn't want to be like, look, I don't like you, go away. But I mean, whenever it's about 2 hours in, because I remember I was watching the clock. It was like I fell asleep at around like 8:30, and I think I woke up at around 9, and I'm pretty sure I didn't go back to sleep until like 11 or 12. It was just an extremely, extremely, extremely awkward moment. But it was kind of funny though, because now that I think about it, it was like, man, that bitch wanted me. But at the same time, during that time, it was also like I don't want you, and I'm still kind of like that. Like it don't bother me to talk about it or whatever, because I think it's kind of funny now. Which I feel like when it comes to that kind of stuff, you got to find some kind of humor or some kind of way to just be like, hey, I remember that. That wasn't fun, but just be able to like just express it or whatever. My situation is completely different though. It was just literally just someone just touching my face. Like I don't know. I don't really like I don't mind hugs and stuff like that. If I don't have a connection with you, I don't want to touch you. Like I don't want you to touch me. I don't want to touch you. So yeah, that was the time where I got face assaulted. I guess I don't know. I don't really know how to describe it because like really nothing happened. It was just the fact that like hours of pain, misery, and thinking about my life choices and not trying to kiss this person. Yeah, guys. I hope you all enjoyed this little story time. It's been fun. Expect a new query video tomorrow. Depends if it's not tomorrow, then Wednesday. Yeah, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I don't really give a fuck. Do what you want, and yeah. See you.